What are good energizers during Ramadan? Every year you see a wide array of advice on the internet on what to eat and what to do to experience good energy levels during Ramadan. Most scientific studies, however, done on perceived energy levels were only from an observational nature, and they mostly only focused on caloric intake, so not so much on food choice. Personally, I've yet to come across any experimental study designs that look at how cognitive function or perceived energy levels can be optimized through nutritional interventions. In the first part of this series, I also discussed how the sudden change in lifestyle and personal beliefs about Ramadan performance can affect cognitive function and perceived energy levels. These highly confounding factors and the lack of literature makes it hard to make any hard, conclusive statements on what works and what doesn't. A possible way that energy levels are low during Ramadan might be due to the decreased caloric intake. This is not bad because many of the health benefits of fasting are mostly due to this caloric deficit. This effect, however, is influenced by the severity of the caloric deficit, how much body fat somebody has, and the time spent in a caloric deficit. If you are somebody who has a high level of physical activity, or you have a lot of difficulty eating during Ramadan, it might be worth trying to decrease this caloric deficit during this month. Secondly, our energy levels can be impacted by perceived hunger or low blood sugar levels. Eating foods that are high in fiber and fat slow down digestion. This will make you feel full for longer and gives you a more prolonged energy delivery, so blood sugars might be decreased slower throughout the day. The first practical tip is thus only for people that are already pretty lean, so with a flat stomach, or that lose a lot of weight during Ramadan, and people that have a lot of difficulty eating during Ramadan. Try to eat more easily digestible foods at iftar. Doing this will prevent the scenario that when you wake up for Sahoor, you are already still really full from your iftar meal. Easily digested foods are low in fiber and fat. So you can think of white rice, non-whole grain pasta, white meats that are low in fat like chicken or fish, or when you have worked out or moved a lot throughout the day, you could even think of some sugary drinks like sport drinks when you break your fast. The second tip is applicable for everybody. Sahoor, we want to slow down digestion and thus want to do the opposite of what we did at the previous tip. We want foods that are high in fiber and fat because we know this slows down digestion. You can think of red meats, nuts, full-fat milk, yogurt or quark, avocado, fruits and vegetables, and brown rice or whole grain pastas. So in short, being in a very large caloric deficit whilst being already pretty lean might make you feel more lethargic. Increasing caloric intake by breaking the fast with easily digestible foods might help. Secondly, eating foods that are high in fat and fiber during Sahoor will slow down digestion, make you feel fuller for longer, and might help with perceived energy levels.